Hello again, everybody. We are now going to look at lesson 2, and I'm just going to walk you through the slideshow to make sure we know what we're doing on each slide. So as we click through here, the Typhoid Mary assignment, you are going to be exploring the story of Typhoid Mary using articles, a radio broadcast, and a video found in the Typhoid Mary page that's going to be following. You are also going to complete the epidemiological triangle and villain or victim handout using Typhoid Mary's story. So again, you're going to see her story in 3 different ways: an article, a radio broadcast, and a video. You are going to color code article notes in one color, radio notes in another, and video notes in another. Very similar to what we did for the genetic modification when you took notes on your discussion web. Just remember the host is who carries the disease and the symptoms. The agent is what the disease is, and the environment is where the disease exists outside of the host. So by the time you are done with this lesson, you are going to submit the epidemiological triangle handout as a PDF to the assignment, and then the Typhoid Mary triangle and notes on evidence if she is a victim or a villain. So as we go through here, just make sure you open up this Google assignment. And this is what you're going to be taking notes in as you are going through the video, the radio article, and the news articles. So open the assignment, read the article. That's going to be on the next slide. And then you're going to fill out the epidemiological triangle and the villain or victim handout. So you can see here, so you should already on slide 3, you opened up the handout. And now here on slide 4, you should have an option pop up to open up the PBS article. So you're going to just on this page open up the article and then add your notes using green on both of these handouts. So you've got the epidemiological triangle, so notes about the host, agent, and the environment. And then you also have the victim or the villain handout, where you are going to get some evidence that Typhoid Mary was a victim, and then evidence that Typhoid Mary was a villain. And then once you are done with this article, you're going to go to the next page. So same thing. You will now see a thing pop up to the side that is a news broadcast. So you're going to, listen to the news broadcast, and now you are going to be, a radio broadcast. You are going to be adding to both of those sheets, the victim or villain sheet and the triangle, using blue. So on this slide, I'm on slide 5. You're going to add to your Typhoid Mary victim or villain assignment and to your epidemiological triangle in blue. And then on slide 6, you're going to do the same thing, but now you are going to write your notes in purple. So watching the video, taking notes on whether or not you think Typhoid Mary was a victim or a villain, and then notes on the host and the host, the agent, and the environment. All right, so that was slide 6. Then when you get to slide 7, you are going to hand both of these in. So here on slide 7, you should be able to open up the link and then get to the assignment where on Schoology, where you're going to submit both of these things. And then here, just take a minute. Do you think Typhoid Mary was a villain or a victim? You're going to circle one of those things and move on to the next slide. So you're going to do some argumentative writing. Your goals are you are going to introduce your argument by stating a claim. You are going to support that claim with reasons and strong evidence. And then you're also going to construct a counterclaim, acknowledging an opposing viewpoint, construct a conclusion, summarizing your reason and restating your claim. And then you're going to use linking words to connect ideas and clarify relationships. So these next couple slides that we go through is just going to be a model for how you would do this. And then at the very end, you're going to create your own. So here's the prompt. The blank, either the host, agent, or the environment, would be the most responsible for spreading the disease. So I'm going to show you how I would pick, or actually Dr. Welsh is going to show you here how she would pick which one of those things that she's going to answer, and then show you how she creates her argumentative writing assignment. So here you can see a filled in on this slide, just a filled in epidemiological triangle. And here you can see on slide 12, she decided that the agent is the one that's most responsible for causing the disease. So you're going to see on these next couple slides just building up her information and then eventually creating her argument for her writing. On slide 13, you can see that she thought it was the agent because the agent invades the body and makes the host sick. And she saw that because the agent gets transported from person to person by a sick person handling food or water and not washing their hands. On slide 14, she added in her counterclaim that some Some people may feel the host is most responsible because they are the one spreading the disease around, since the host is the one touching all the food, cooking, and serving. And then on slide 15, she added in her conclusion. So in conclusion, without the agent of typhoid fever, no one would have gotten sick from typhoid Mary. A person can only transmit a disease if the agent is present. And so one other thing I want to draw your attention to on this slide, you can see especially in her conclusion, she has different colors there. So those different colors represent the different articles or the places where she found those pieces of information. Okay, and then on slide 16, you can see how she used her information on slide 15 and put it all together. So she has the agent, typhoid fever, would be the most responsible for causing the spread of the disease. For instance, the agent invades the body and makes the host sick. The agent gets transported from person to person by a sick person handling food or water and not washing their hands. Some people feel the host is most responsible because they are the ones touching all of the food and cooking and spreading the disease around. I claim the agent is the most responsible for causing the disease. The agent invades the body and makes the host sick. In conclusion, without the agent, typhoid fever, no one would have gotten sick from typhoid Mary. A person can only transmit a disease if the agent is present. Then now you're just going to do this on your own. So when you get to slide 17, you get to decide, was typhoid Mary a villain or a victim? So you get to write that in there. And then now you are going to go through on slide 18. You're going to fill in what's your claim, what are your reasons, what is the evidence that you're going to pull up from the text, your counterclaim and conclusion. When you get to slide 19, this is where you'll take the information that you found on slide 18 and create your argumentative writing here on slide 19. And then when you get to slide 20, this is where you are going to open up the Schoology assignment and you are going to submit your writing.